So Donald Trump has decided he's done with this whole primary thing, and he's basically just going to declare himself the winner and move on to the general. So there's three beats in the story today that are going to make me say that. Beats number 1 and 2 are right here. Fox News cancels GOP debate after Trump backs out. So Ted Cruz has expressed a willingness to debate, but John Kasich says that if Trump isn't coming, he's out. So instead of appearing at the debate, Trump said he would be making a major speech at the American Israel Public Affairs Committee conference. He also claims that he thought the last debate on CNN was going to be the last debate. And he thinks that we've had enough debates. So he isn't going to go. Except the Salt Lake City debate was added to the primary schedule in February. So there's really no reason he wouldn't have known that it was a thing. Now, given that, and that we know that Donald Trump and the truth are not exactly on good terms, it seems pretty safe to conclude that this is just a strategic move, and he's just, fucking done. First of all, he doesn't want to give Ted Cruz and John Kasich the publicity of standing next to him for a few hours. It's all upside for them, and it's all downside for him. The only thing he can do is lose. And then also, you look at the way he phrased that, I think we've had enough debates. Clearly, that's him saying, the debate is over, we're done, this is finished, I've won. So after Kasich pulled out, obviously, they can't just have Ted Cruz up there debate himself. So Fox cancels the debate. Now, a lot of people are spinning this whole story as, this is Trump controlling the GOP and he's, he's making all the decisions. But I think it's pretty clear that John Kasich is actually the one who made this decision. If Kasich and Cruz had gone through with this debate, Fox would have aired it, and we would have had a repeat of Iowa. So don't let this be spun as Trump is running the game. He is, but this doesn't really show that. Now, the other thing, a little scarier and a little more like he's running the show that happened today, is Trump called into CNN and warned there would be riots if he isn't the GOP nominee. Basically, if there's a contested convention, he says it could disenfranchise millions of voters. The way he's spinning this is he's bringing all these extra people to the party, right? The turnout is up because of him. He's bringing millions of people to the party. And if he doesn't become the nominee, those people would be disenfranchised. Now, Trump says, I think we'll win before getting to the convention. But I can tell you if we didn't, and if we're 20 votes short, if we're 100 short, and we're at 1,100 and someone else is at 500 or 400, because we're way ahead of everybody, I don't think you can say we don't get it automatically. I think you'd have riots. And then he went on, now, if you disenfranchise those people and you say, well, I'm sorry, but you're 100 votes short, even though the next one is 500 votes short, I think you would have problems like you've never seen before. I think bad things would happen. I really do. I believe that. I wouldn't lead it, but I think bad things would happen. This is the classic Trump play, right? Like, bad things are going to happen. I'm just an innocent little man standing up here. These people don't even know who I am. If they choose to riot, who am I? Who am I to stop them? Which is, of course, stupid because here he is saying, hey, people, riot. Riot, you're gonna riot. As for how the GOP establishment is responding to this, we have Sean Spicer, the Republican National Committee's chief strategist and spokesman, said to CNN later yesterday, well, first of all, I assume he's speaking figuratively. I think if we go into a convention, whoever gets 1237 delegates becomes the nominee. It's plain and simple. This is why we have the hashtag #cuckservative. I assume he's speaking figuratively. Have you been listening to this man at all? This is the type of weak-ass shit that has left the Republicans with this man running their party. Nothing about his campaign has been, a lot of it's been simple, but none of it has been plain. And to think that he's just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, you beat me fair and square, in an incredibly unfair and square convention is absolutely preposterous. So what are the other possible outcomes we're looking at here? First of all, it's no longer possible for Kasich to reach a majority of delegates. However, he's very confident. He says, I'm going to be the nominee. Nobody is going to have enough delegates to win at the convention. Everyone is going to fall short. So his play is, I'm the only one Republicans actually like. And so when Donald can't get it and Ted Cruz definitely can't get it, they're all going to turn to the Kasich. Which is, actually feels somewhat plausible. On the other hand, if all of those people who voted for Donald Trump, who is the polar opposite of John Kasich, see a Kasich victory, I think Trump's right. Maybe not riots, but something unpredictably chaotic. And so there it is, basically, right? Donald Trump is running the show. He has cemented that either he's going to get the nomination or the party is going to burn to the ground. And so there's really no, outcome that doesn't end with Trump as a major candidate in the fall. So there you go. Donald Trump has declared himself the winner of the primaries. He's moving on to the general election. And let's just hope his declaring himself more powerful than he is stops there.